Gupta. This is the foundational style of Hindu temple architecture, born during the Gupta Empire, a period of great peace and artistic flourishing. Emerging from earlier rock-cut shrines, the first freestanding Gupta temples were simple, small stone structures. The style is defined by a square, cube-like sanctuary, or garbhagriha, which housed the temple's main deity, fronted by a modest porch with pillars. While modest in size, this core plan, the sacred inner sanctum, became the fundamental blueprint for almost all later, more elaborate temple designs. Rock cut. Before the great structural temples, the earliest forms of monumental Hindu architecture were carved directly from living rock. In the south under the Pallavas, and in the western Deccan, at sites like Badami and Elephanta, this style includes two types: cave temples, or mandapas, which are halls dug out of a cliff face, and monolithic temples, or rathas, which are freestanding sculptures carved top-down from a single, massive boulder. The famous 5 rathas at Mahabalipuram are masterpieces, perfect stone imitations of earlier wooden structures. Nagara. The dominant style of northern India Nagara architecture is instantly recognizable by its main tower. This tower, called the Shikara, is a tall, beehive-shaped structure with a curving convex form that tapers towards the top. The Shikara is often composed of smaller, repeating tower motifs layered up its sides and is crowned by a distinctive grooved, disc-like stone called an amalaka. The temples of Khajuraho are the most famous examples, with their clusters of soaring mountain-like shikaras. Dravidian. The architectural style of the great southern kingdoms is completely different from the north. Dravidian temples are characterized by their massive, sprawling complexes and a unique main tower called the Vimana. Unlike the curving shikara, the Vimana is a stepped, pyramid-shaped structure rising in progressively smaller stories. In later periods, the most striking feature is the monumental gateway tower, or gopuram, often far taller and more ornate than the central Vimana, and covered in a vibrant explosion of brightly painted divine sculptures. In the early Chola period, however, masterpieces such as the Brihadiswarar temple featured Vimanas that rose higher than their gateways. Vesara. A unique and beautiful hybrid style that flourished in the Deccan Plateau of central India, primarily under the Chalukya dynasty. Vesara blends the two main traditions, taking elements from both the northern Nagara and the southern Dravidian styles. Temples often pair a Dravidian-style stepped Vimana with a northern curvilinear shikara in the Rekha Latina or shikari form. The style is also famous for its star-shaped or polygonal floor plans and its use of intricately carved, lathe-turned stone pillars polished to a mirror-like finish. Rashtrakuta. The pinnacle of rock-cut architecture was achieved by the Rashtrakuta dynasty at the Ellora Caves. Their masterpiece, the Kailasa Temple, is the single largest monolithic sculpture in the world. This is not a building that was constructed, but an entire temple complex that was excavated, carved top-down from a single massive cliff face. The style is defined by its sheer ambition and sculptural power, creating Dravidian-style vimanas, pillared halls, and life-sized elephants, all from one continuous piece of rock. Hoysala. An evolution of the Vesara style, the temples of the Hoysala dynasty in Karnataka are some of the most ornate and intricately detailed in all of India. This style is famous for its star-shaped temple plans, which create a zigzag pattern on the exterior walls, providing a massive surface area for decoration. Every inch of the temple, from the base to the tower, is covered in breathtakingly detailed, lace-like carvings of gods, goddesses, and epic narratives, all carved from a soft, local soapstone. Kalinga. Developed in the ancient kingdom of Kalinga, this is a unique and highly refined substyle of Nagara architecture. A Kalinga temple is composed of two main buildings, a tall, curving main tower, or dula, which houses the deity, and a shorter, pyramid-roofed entrance hall, or jagamohana, where devotees gather. The exteriors are famous for their incredibly detailed and often erotic carvings in sandstone. The Sun Temple at Konark, designed as a colossal stone chariot for the sun god, is the masterpiece of this style. Maru-Gurjara. This is the distinct architectural style of Western India, particularly Gujarat and Rajasthan, that flourished under the Solanki dynasty. It is most famous for its incredible marble carving, especially in Jain temples, but its principles also shaped Hindu structures. The style is characterized by its ornate, columned halls with intricately carved ceilings that feature concentric, ring-like carvings. A key feature is the large, sacred stepwell, or vav, a massive, subterranean structure with ornate pavilions and galleries leading down to the water. Vijayanagara. The architecture of the last great Hindu empire of the south, Vijayanagara style is known for its grand, sprawling scale and its unique blend of strength and artistry. The temples are characterized by their massive, open-air pillared halls, or mandapas. The pillars themselves are often carved from single blocks of granite and feature fantastical, rearing mythological creatures. The capital city of Hampi is a showcase of this style, a vast landscape of granite temples, shrines, and royal structures. Pala Sena. In the eastern regions of Bengal and Bihar, the Pala and Sena empires developed a unique regional style. Since stone was rare, their temples were typically built of brick and decorated with rich, detailed terracotta plaques depicting gods and daily life. The famous curving Bangla cornice, inspired by bent bamboo and thatch huts, becomes especially prominent in later Bengal temple architecture that follows. Pala Sena work laid important foundations in plan, sculpture, and brick terracotta craft. Nayaka. An evolution of the Dravidian style, the Nayaka dynasty took the temple complex to its most spectacular and monumental extreme. This style is defined by its temple cities, vast complexes with multiple concentric walls, and enormous, ever-taller gopuram gateway towers. The most famous feature is the Hall of 1,000 Pillars, a massive covered hall filled with rows of intricately carved stone columns. The Meenakshi Temple in Madurai is the ultimate example, a vibrant, sprawling city of gods. Maratha. A later and eclectic style that flourished in Maharashtra, the architecture of the Maratha Empire is a fusion of traditions. Many temples feature Nagara-type shikaras with clusters of miniature spires, alongside Deccani, or Mughal-influenced domes over mandapas in some complexes. Key features include timber and brick construction for pillared halls, intricately carved wooden brackets and ceilings, and widespread use of local stone and lime, reflecting both continuity and a revival of older building crafts. Himalayan. In the mountainous regions of the Himalayas, temple architecture adapted to the cold climate and local materials. This style is often a blend of Hindu and Buddhist traditions. Temples are typically built of wood and stone, and instead of a stone shikara, they often feature a tiered, pagoda-style wooden roof with broad, overhanging eaves designed to handle heavy snow. These structures, often found in Nepal, Himachal, and Uttarakhand, have a unique verticality and intricate wooden carving that sets them apart from the temples of the plains. Thanks for watching. Which one of these styles is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.